आज का लोकेशन मैं बोलता हूँ इज एन कंप्लीट अंडरडॉग। इसका टाइम आने वाला है या आ गया है।
Yeah, let's talk about Kalina. Kalina has been very, very difficult for most builders.
Where do you get the confidence of doing a project which is so much bigger than K1 and K2?
We take our job seriously. It's not just a job, it's also a responsibility. Somebody's trusting you. Trust matters a lot. I think that's how we get the confidence from.
No shortcuts. Let's follow the rule book. Let's do a quality product and deliver on time.
K1 भी अटका हुआ था, हमने उनको बेल आउट कर दिया। K2 भी अटका हुआ था, हमने कर दिया। K3 भी अटका हुआ था, हमने कर दिया। What's that magic recipe?
We've been lucky.
I'm not going to accept that answer. Don't make homes for your ego. So you're saying I have better AQI, better connectivity from the train to the metro to the airport to the bullet train to the coastal road to the everything at half the price.
When you buy with us, you not only buy a house, you buy your own time.
So in your mind are your target buyers. Most overrated feature in Mumbai housing today. So guys, welcome to yet another episode of Location Nexus, जहाँ पे हम हमेशा एक लोकेशन की बात करते हैं फ्रॉम अ कंज्यूमर्स पर्सपेक्टिव। एंड मैं यही सोच रहा था कि आज के लोकेशन का मैं इंट्रोडक्शन कैसे करूँ। एंड आई थॉट ऑफ 1983 का वर्ल्ड कप, वेयर कपिल पाजी को किसी ने पूछा था कि आप लंदन क्यों आए हैं, तो उन्होंने बोला ऑब्वियसली टू विन द वर्ल्ड कप। तो उनको इतना अंडरडॉग माना गया था। एंड आज का लोकेशन मैं बोलता हूँ इज एन कंप्लीट अंडरडॉग। इसका टाइम आने वाला है या आ गया है जिसके बारे में चर्चा करनी है। एंड देयरफॉर allow me to introduce my two wonderful new guests. Ankit, welcome to the Location Nexus show. We're going to grill you on Kalina and Bombay because you're a Bombay boy.
Yes.
And Ashok ji, thank you very much. So welcome them. And मैं अपने को बोल रहा हूँ, आपको कम बोल रहा हूँ, थोड़ा हिंदी में ज़्यादा बात करते हैं। More for me than you, but it's going to be a lot of fun, lot of banter. जहाँ हम होते हैं वहाँ डेटा तो होता ही है, गप्पा भी होता है and कॉफ़ी भी होता है. So get ready and let's discuss about Kalina, the new, can I say, no, new BKC? Am I allowed to say that?
Yes. The new BKC.
चलो, wonderful. So Ashok ji, we'll begin with you first. And पहले तो let me congratulate you. आपने मुझे कुछ ही देर पहले कहा कि after 25 years you're going to be in the camera for the first time. तो I'm feeling honored. But अभी आप स्टॉक मार्केट के बारे में ज्ञान देते थे और अभी आप मुझे you're going to have a conversation with me on real estate. So इनके अलावा तो गोल्ड ही बचा सिर्फ।
Then my wife will answer that. So Abhishek, thank you so much. Pleasure to be with you today. And yeah, let's talk about Kalina.
I'm a Santa Cruz boy, West always. तो मुझे लगता था कि ईस्ट तो मतलब मतलब वहाँ जाना ही नहीं चाहिए। नहीं, जैसे वो था ना लायन किंग में कैसे होता था कि द फादर यूज्ड टू टेल द बॉय कि उधर जाना मत, दैट्स अ ग्रेवयार्ड, वहाँ पे इट्स अ डेंजरस प्लेस। डू यू थिंक दैट परसेप्शन वाज देयर दैट कलीना इज अ डेवलपर्स ग्रेवयार्ड, वो जहाँ जो बनाएगा वहाँ पे डूब जाएगा? एंड इफ इट वाज देयर, हैज इट चेंज्ड नाउ? एंड इफ इट हैज चेंज्ड, व्हाट मेड इट चेंज?
It's true to a large extent that Kalina has been very, very difficult for most builders. It's got challenges in terms of height restriction, in terms of it was not close to the main city as such. The approach road was very narrow, which has now become developed. The bridges started, the SCL started. BKC is opened up beautifully. Earlier that was not there, so sales were not there. If sales are not there, then the developers at some point he starts feeling the stress. He feels stress, he stops constructing. Before Subodh Kumar, everybody took a lot of leeway in terms of approvals and stuff like that, which was not right. It came to bite everybody and things stopped.
तो ये तो पुराना हो गया।
This is, yeah.
Has it changed?
It has.
Why?
We came in. So when we came in, one of the first things we said is, are we able to sleep well at night? Yes, we're sleeping well at night. So then why do I need to take shortcuts? No shortcuts. Let's follow the rule book. Let's do a quality product and deliver on time. And that has really helped us. So we follow these principles We were able to deliver. Sales took off, and we are happy.
So आप एक second. When you said we came in, तो ये can I just pause for a second? When did we come in? What year was this?
So this again, ours was one of the stalled projects. Okay, we means both of us.
नहीं किसी और का था.
Yeah. So we took over that project and we said, okay, let's see what we can do about it. And in 2017-18, I think we started working on it. We launched our first project, H2O. H2O is not water; it's home to office. So, so yeah, we started from there. We did a good product. I think we did a good product. We sold 100% before OC, and it was well received. We had a good price appreciation. Early investors who stood with us, who had faith in us, they made money, and they got a good product. So yeah, that's built up our goodwill in that area.
That was the first. So then, is there a second and a third and a fourth?
Yeah, so our projects in Kalina are called K1, K2, K3, so on and so forth. K1 success brought us K2. That was another project which was in the market for around 20 years. There's a redevelopment thing. They were just not able to close with anybody. I think they liked Ankit's face and said, okay, let's do it with him. So yeah, we took over that project, and that's nearly completed. Nearly 80-90% sold out. Great sales velocity, price appreciation. So that was K2, yeah.
And then at some point there'll be a 3 and a 4.
K3 is now started. So K3 was a stress project. It had the previous guy, he had taken in 2014. People were out of their houses and rents were not being paid. It was really stressed. He's a dear friend of ours. He came to us and we said, it was a big challenge. We took it on ourselves. We've got it cleared. We got all the tenants resolved. We got all the approvals in place. We've started construction. We're at plinth stage. Now that there are no negatives on the project, we are thinking of launching it.
खाली SCLR क्यों? अब तो बुलेट ट्रेन पे आपके बाजू में होने वाली है. BKC तो आपके बाजू में है ही. मेट्रो अंडरग्राउंड, द ओनली अंडरग्राउंड आपके बाजू में है. टेल मी मोर, एयरपोर्ट आपके बाजू में है. तो अभी तो सर सारा इंफ्रा आपके बाजू में ही है.
High Court is coming there.
It's the action area.
Yeah.
Right? But what did you learn from K1 and K2? Because you were the OGs there, right? मतलब तब इतने लोग नहीं थे, and you said आपने भी एक स्ट्रेस प्रोजेक्ट को उठाया, आपने भी कुछ सीखा होगा, some customers ने कुछ सिखाया होगा, कुछ तो हुआ होगा, and therefore you've taken the plunge to do K3, which is at least what, 4 times the size of K1 and K2, or maybe more. So tell me more about that. Why? क्यों? कैसे?
So K1, K2 taught us that, it's a discerning buyer. And I mean, I've held this not only in K1, K2 throughout my life, that when a person buys with you, he is giving you 20 years of his past life and 20 years of his next life. Future.
Sure.
Because he is paying 25-30% margin, which he's collected in 20 years, and he's giving you the EMIs for the next 20 years. So he's trusting with the 40 years of his life. When somebody is coming with that proposition, you have certain responsibilities to them, that you do a good job and don't really mess around with that person. उसकी बद्दुआ बहुत होने वाली है. आप रात को नहीं सो पाओगे. This is a society which was demolished by one of the reputed builders at that time in 2012. People are out of the house even today. They went to NCLT and everything. They're just not seeing any resolution to their problems. They've come to us, so we're doing something with them.
Sir, ये एक second, we have to pause. ये इतनी modestly K1 भी अटका हुआ था, हमने उनको bail out कर दिया. We are stress busters. K2 भी अटका हुआ था, हमने कर दिया. K3 भी अटका हुआ था, हमने कर दिया. What's that magic recipe? What is that magic sauce? ऐसी क्या खास बात है? अब आप खुद की तारीफ करना मुश्किल है, मुझे पता है. I'm putting you in a fix. But seriously, for our consumers to know, ऐसी क्या खास बात है? Other than his face, of course.
Really? I don't know. I guess we've been lucky.
नहीं.
Let's leave it luck on me.
I'm not going to accept that answer. It has to be something else. It's pure. Is it intuition? Is it gut? Is it just well-being for fellow Indians. It can't be only that because you're a businessman. It has to be a combination of multiple things. क्योंकि एक बार नहीं, you're not one time lucky. 1, 2, 3.
I think I would say commitment, sincerity, and focus. That we are not doing multiple projects. We are focused on a particular micro market. I think that's, and luck obviously plays the biggest role.
Ankit, you've been absconding my questions. So I'm going to ask you a very easy question.
Okay.
मोदी जी तो रोज बोलते हैं 140 करोड़ यहाँ रहते हैं इंडिया में, तो obviously all retail has to rock over here and we know that, yes. Right? When I was growing up, it was only Bandra linking road. अब तो Bandra, Khar, Santa Cruz, Juhu, अंधेरी पूरा मतलब is like a big anaconda. And आप उसमें arterial roads add कर रहे हो with BKC, Kalina, all happening all around us. Is this new fashion or are you doing it by design or is it क्योंकि वहाँ पे लाख रुपए से ऊपर बिकता है इसलिए आप कर रहे हो? Give me some dope on this.
To be honest, yes, it's a mix of both. But from a, if you think of it, like how you said, you need everything just around you. And in today's time, nobody has the time to go somewhere. Everything is on Swiggy. So, नीचे ही मिलेगा तो अच्छा है ना?
Absolutely.
And also, it just helps the neighborhood. When you have things around which is आज किसको ट्रैफिक में जाना है, if you said you want to go to Link Road, why go all the way to Link Road? So that's how we are designing, and obviously there is what you said, like the commercial aspect of it, but it is purely design and like how you want to do the overall product that has, that's what the whole idea.
But you don't get pushback from the residents कि यार फिर यार 12 बजे भी आवाज होगी, 11 बजे भी चूचू हो रहा है नीचे, I want peace of mind. ये ऐसा भी होता है?
100% होता है, but then you have to be careful about what you're designing. Obviously you can't mix like a 200 square feet ka shop in a luxury project. So it has to be well thought through. As a developer, that's what our job is. Like we don't mix a 1 BHK with a 4 BHK, right? Similarly, we don't mix even if you're doing high street retail, the thought is that to have large scale formats, the big guys come in and they're more, even they don't want all these situations with the society where they have to bicker with the society on a constant basis.
No, but Ankit, this was the easier question. Now, if I can make the question a little difficult. अगर आप gateway बनाते हो, actually SV road पे, but sort of it's right in the action area. वहाँ पे already retail established है.
Yeah.
Right? The top brands are there. आपके बाजू में त्रिभुवन है, सब कुछ है. Rocking, superb, fantastic. But K1, K2, K3, I don't know whether they have retail under it. I'm assuming they'll have retail under it. Oh, they don't have.
K2, yes, we have. But that's a standalone structure.
So K3 will not have retail under it?
No, there also because it's a large development, we have planned retail.
So I want to know that now. वो तो main road पे नहीं है, तो वहाँ पे retail का क्या फायदा है? What's the thought behind that?
So the thought is basically like when you have more than 400-500 families staying there, where will they go?
So it's
convenience.
The amenities, उसको जो भी बोल लो, it's for the society and for their wellness, well-being.
Yes.
Than anything else.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And see, it's not like how you said, earlier it used to be never thought through. Old buildings which were like had flats were converted into shops. It was because of demand. Now we are creating that atmosphere. We are creating spaces where the entry exits are separate for the retail, for the residential. So it's a thought through process. We are thinking about our residents, people who are going to stay there, what they will require. So we have planned everything according to that.
And sir mentioned about sustainability and then किसी कारण हमने उनको interrupt कर दिया. But can you give me your perspective on what are the sustainability elements in your project, or are you even aiming for an IGBC certificate, or are you putting solar panels, motion sensors? What are you doing about it? Because that really helps build a ecosystem. And अगर हर project sustainable होगा तो फडणवीस जी बहुत खुश हो जाएंगे. उनको काम कम करना पड़ेगा.
हमको भी काम कम करना पड़ेगा because we are looking again from a consumer's point. What works, what is sustainability for someone in Kalina is very different from a sustainability for someone staying in Valkeshwar. Sustainability is something which does not add a lot of cost after cost. Like, it should not be a cosmetic thing, but it should enhance the living, for the people.
So can you give me a laundry list? What are you doing in your project? Or it's not allowed?
I think that Ashok bhai will be able to answer.
Please,
because he's the one.
Consumers
who
would
does
love to, and not consumers. Your developer fraternity would love to know. ऐसा आप क्या दे रहे हो from a and this shows about consumers, right? What are we doing for them so that same 1250 doesn't become 15,000 and hurt me?
See, when you're staying in a house, one of the biggest costs is electricity. So our windows, we use UV protected windows, so the heat is reduced to that extent. We give air conditioning, but we've thought through where the location, it should not be an ISO, where everybody is put haphazardly, and we build up a beautiful building, but everybody is put it everywhere. It looks so ugly. The drainage of that of all the air conditioning outdoor units has to be done properly. So if I'm walking downstairs, I should not have a rain shower every day. It has to be collected and disposed properly. The biggest this thing will be in my basements and in my staircase, where lights are on 24 hours and nobody is going there. So we've put motion sensors there. So that just saves a lot of cost there. I used to enjoy playing always when I was a kid. And nowadays, there's hardly any space for kids to play because there's just nothing there. We try to make our central areas pedestrian friendly.
Acha, so car-free zone.
Yeah, car-free zones. Imagine if I'm a parent and my child is gone down to play, he's cycling and a car is going by, he gets hurt or something. It's at the back of my mind, I'm always worried about the child. And if I know this is a car-free zone, at best he might fall down and scrape his knee or something. At least not be knocked off by somebody who's learning driving, underage guy. How many times we read about all of this stuff? So yeah, something like that. Then we put solar panels and all those things.
The usual suspects are all there.
Yeah.
Also, a couple of things, when you said about sustainability, these are on the design aspect, how we try to have any kind of artificial ventilation. It's a cost, to have a mechanical fan running and constantly, it requires a lot of maintenance. So whenever we design, we try to have all natural ventilation, whether it's the bathroom, the kitchen areas. So, India, we've all stayed where we like to have our windows open, we like to have the natural air. So, and even in our design, we do studies which gives us the sun path analysis, the shadow analysis. Based on that, we design our windows, we design where our bathrooms or those, every aspect has to be there. We try to increase maximum light in the bedroom areas, or the kitchen which are not kept in a dark space. I mean, these are all small things.
Yeah, but ये आप कहाँ से सीख के आए हो? ये सब फॉरेन में होता है, यहाँ कर रहे हो कि इंडिया में होता है, आप कर रहे हो?
So we always think that, अगर वो माल नहीं बिका, तो हमको उधर जाके रहना है. So we make sure that,
so that's the secret recipe. So that's the secret recipe.
Yeah. So we always think, that's why he thinks कि मेरे को अगर shower में niche चाहिए, he wants to do that. So all those things is what we always think, that अगर ये product हमको लेना है, how would we want our own house to be? That's how we design or we work on that.
Like Ankit said, most, I think 99.9% of the time our kitchens are outward facing. Because the lady of the house, she enjoys cooking, she's a homemaker, she's in there. Why should she be in a cramped, dark, non-ventilated area? Why can't you give her a nice place? And if she's happy, she'll make good food, which you'll get.
So there's an element of design, there's an element of consumer, what does the consumer want? And there's an element of sustainability. There's so much that's going into putting up a house. It's not just building those 4 walls and just designing something and finishing it, right? And then people say कि हमने the best of the best architect को लेके आए. So you don't need to spend that kind of money to make the most sustainable, the most well-designed, thought-through house.
It's simple. We think end में अगर ये product नहीं बिका, we have to go and stay there.
So guys, for me, this is the highlight of this discussion today. कि मुझे वहाँ रहना है, तो मेरा घर कैसा बनेगा, वैसा घर में डिलीवर करूँगा. Wow! I hope everybody listens to you. and they do something similar, because that just make it so much easier for the consumer. मैं अपने developers को यही बोलता हूँ, friends को, don't make homes for your ego, make them for the consumer, as if you're going to live there. So I love that sentence. That's my favorite sentence of the evening today. Sir, back to Kalina for a minute, and Ankit, please give me your inputs as well. On pricing, what was the price 10 years back? And that's around the time आपने भी launch किया था. What is the price today? Can you give me your...
I think around when we started around 2017, the price in Kalina market per square feet and to be adjusted against the RERA area, because that's when RERA started. उसके पहले super build up and all that was going on. I think the general market was around between 18 to 20,000 rupees a square foot, which obviously after new projects which came up, I think it went almost to 23-25,000 was the range. Currently, and when we launched, we launched our first project at about 30,000 plus. We thought we are premium, so we wanted that premium tag. We managed it also. I think when we delivered the first project, we clocked at around 40,000 rate for a 2 BHK.
What year was this?
This was, I think, around 21, 22.
So you're saying कि 18-20 हजार था in what year?
2017.
From 17 to 21. Oh no, but then we are comparing the market with your premiumness. No. Let's stick to one.
But the market, I think, was the good projects were doing at about 30-35, between 35.
So from 20,000 round number to about 35,000 in about 7 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And your neighbors are all at 60,000.
Yes, Bandra East.
Correct?
Yes.
BKC तो बात नहीं होता, BKC में तो सिर्फ only Sunteck has a project, so let's leave that, it's unique.
Yes.
So that's a
huge
opportunity for the whole re-rating to happen.
Yes. And Kalina, even today, if you say that it's at a good entry point for anyone to buy a house. I think a 2 BHK a good decent project would be around between 2.5 to 3 CR, which is a good point for anyone looking in and around Kalina. Bandra East for this, I don't think they are making 2 BHKs, but even if it would be, I think it would be around 4 CR, nothing less than that. 3.5 to 4 CR.
हमारे पास सारा डेटा है. हमें तो सबको पता है किसने घर खरीदा, कितने में खरीदा, कहाँ खरीदा. So we did an entire Bombay city average, which technically is a bad idea, क्योंकि पूरी city average क्या होता है? Right? At least do a sober average, a Bandra average, a Burli average, a Borivali average, but we did entire city average. And the price that came, which sells the क्या बोलते हैं? Maximum.
The hotspot,
the sweet spot, right? Was 2.25 crores. तो आप तो exactly उसी में ही हो.
Yeah.
Right? So you're saying that a 2-bed, which would be, let's say, I don't know, 600, 700, 750 square feet
now,
right?
Yeah.
Plus or minus.
Yeah.
600 से छोटा लग रहा है, but 700, 800 is in that range. And the minute you do 3, it probably goes to 3.5 crores.
Yeah.
Correct? So it's just a sitting duck.
Yes.
For people to invest, stay, and see wealth creation.
And also, I think, I'm sure you must have seen the data. Even rentals are very exciting in Kalina right now.
बाजू में BKC है.
Because I think a 2 BHK rent is almost 1 lakh rupees a month, which is amazing. If you see, the value of 2.5 crore and you compare the rental yield, it's amazing. And for a 3 would be at least 1.5 lakh. So I don't think, if you see, there is a huge opportunity for anyone, even from a rental yield perspective, because residential, when this is converting to about 4.25%, which is not, normally is like around 2%, 2.5% in resi.
Absolutely.
So this is a good, and Kalina always, you'll never find a house which is vacant. There's always a demand, especially from, the BKC guys. And also, there's Mumbai University, there are other institutions, educational institutions in and around Kalina, which gives a healthy, pipeline of demand for rental housing. So it's a great place in, you know, from an investment perspective also.
So last 1 घंटे से आप मुझे बोल रहे थे कि end user,
Yeah.
but there's an opportunity for investors also.
Yeah.
Finally, you admitted it. No, so that's the way it works, right? I don't think there's anything wrong in a developer selling something for investment, because at some point it will be occupied by, जैसे बॉम्बे में बोलते हैं ना, एक घर बिकता है ना सर तो 5 भाड़े पे जाते हैं, क्योंकि it's an expensive city, it's like Manhattan, right? Compared to a Pune, where अगर एक घर बिकता है तो एक बार जाता है रेंट पे, because it's an affordable city. So I don't think there's anything wrong in it.
So in Kalina, I think a lot of these old societies, you know, if you see, almost 1/3 of the societies, the flats are on lease. And these are the same people who then come stay for a couple of years in those rental houses, and then they want to buy a house in Kalina.
तो आपके तो बहुत आसान हो गया, उन्हीं को फ्लैट दे दो,
Yeah.
और आधा घर तो वहीं, आधा वहीं बिक जाएगा.
So most of our customers are these guys who've been staying on rental in Kalina.
Nice.
They've enjoyed the location. They don't want to move out of Kalina because of the proximity to their workplace, and they are happy to buy houses now.
So I think, you know, just to add to whatever Ankit has said, a couple of reasons why Kalina is really interesting. It's in the crosshairs of the Mumbai target, if you say. North, south, east, west connectivity, right bang center it is. A large CBD, a large lung next to it. We talk about racecourse as being a major lung. We have the Bombay University land out there, huge green land. We're close to the airport, so you don't have too many high rises. You can actually see the sky when you're walking there. There are few slums out there, very few. You will feel safe when you're walking. You will not have too much traffic. There's a lot of positives out there, which because it was a developer's graveyard, so it was virgin. Nobody went there. Nobody's messed up yet. Hopefully, we will not mess up. So this will.
तो वो जो सबसे बड़ी वीकनेस थी, वो एक्चुअली टर्न्ड आउट टू बी सबसे बड़ी स्ट्रेंथ.
Yeah.
राइट, जो हिंदुस्तान की सबसे बड़ी वीकनेस थी, टू मच आबादी, है एक्चुअली टर्न्ड आउट टू बी द बिगेस्ट स्ट्रेंथ. सेम थिंग इज अप्लाइंग हियर, बट वी काउंटेड दीज wonderful infra, but they're all over the place, right? You're close to Bandra West also, you're close to BKC also, you're close to the best hotels also, the airport also, the SCLR also. मैं तो बुलेटिन भी गिनता हूँ, मेट्रो भी गिनता हूँ, right?
Even the
Coastal
central
Road भी
line,
गिनता हूँ.
if you see Western Line and Central Line,
both are connected.
well.
And if you have to go to the court is coming next to you.
High Court is coming there.
Yeah.
So there is reason. So you're saying I have better AQI, I'll have better connectivity, all sorts of connectivity, and at half the price.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. That's why I think it's undervalued now. It's a great place to be at. And with all the amenities that you probably getting in the larger developments around at half the price.
I cannot agree more. Because as I said, all my life I thought Kalina was, क्योंकि मैं तो वेस्ट में रहा हूँ, अभी वहीं रहता हूँ, but I have seen the whole transformation is phenomenal. आज अगर मुझे कोई बोले कि BKC जाना है, तो I'll always go via Kalina than going via, you know, the Bandra से घूम के जाना. It's just faster to reach there, right? So big difference, huge difference. And I think the transformation has just begun. अब तो और होगा, and only for the better.
Yeah, and when you see, like, you know, certain suburbs of Bombay, you know, when we talk about Borivali and space where, you know, the rates are already, we are talking about almost 50,000 in Borivali. This being so close to BKC, it's still undervalued. So I think from a value perspective, it's a great space to be in. And there is a huge upside there. I mean, how you mentioned earlier at the start of our conversation that, you know, that what Bandra East was probably few years ago, now is the time for Kalina.
तो gentlemen, अगर मैं we can do one small little exercise कि आपको दो कारण से you can't give me more reason than two, only two. एक भी चलेगा, but you can't give me three. The two reasons why you feel Kalina will get re-rated in the next 5 years. Two reasons and two reasons. For me, I can give mine. चलो मैं पहले शुरू करता हूँ, right? For me, it is middle of everywhere.
Yeah, connectivity.
Maybe आप बोलोगे कि यार मेरा ले चोरी कर लिया, right? But literally the middle of everywhere. And I say this in every forum कि Santa Cruz, Khar, Bandra is the center of the city. You just used the word the larger CBD. Sir, larger नहीं यही CBD है.
Yeah.
Nariman Point is का time खत्म हो गया, right? So that is my favorite reason. It's the center of everything. Ankit, what's your one or two reason why Kalina will get completely re-rated and will be on the map in the next 5 years?
I mean, connectivity, what you already said.
Of course.
Second, I think, is the neighborhood. It is, I mean, you know, people have a perception about Kalina that, you know, it's a poor cousin, but it is not. People here also have a lot of spending power. So, I mean, it's just that, you know, it was never in the, you know, limelight because there were not too much development happening. Now it's time for Kalina. So it is going to rise because of, you know, the spending power also of the people.
So you're saying neighborhood,
yes,
the gentry of people who are moving in now,
yes,
and they have the spending power, and of course the connectivity, which we completely agree on. Sir, आपका कोई favorite कारण? The reason?
Truly cosmopolitan today. Not too many places are truly cosmopolitan because a lot of people are coming from all over, and that is healthy. If you stay in a particular locality which has got A type of people or B type of people, it's inbreeding. It's not healthy.
So it's not Ghatkopar.
Yeah.
Although I love Ghatkopar because that's the only place which survived before Swiggy came. क्योंकि वहाँ पे 1 बजे पाव भाजी मिलती थी.
Yes.
Swiggy के पहले भी. So I love Ghatkopar from that perspective. But fair point. And then we all agreed कि यहाँ पे ऑफिस भी बन रहे हैं. So एक ecosystem बन रहा है. Let's not forget that. ऐसा नहीं कि खाली घर बन रहे हैं. Like Mahim. Like Santa Cruz all my life. It was only homes. Right? So there's an ecosystem getting built. Plus the vicinity to BKC. And the most favorite thing which we didn't mention, everything at half the price.
yes.
Absolutely. Half the price and plus your breathing space.
Oh yeah, the AQI.
AQI.
So the people over there will live longer than we will.
The Mumbai University is not going anywhere.
वो तो सवाल ही नहीं.
So that green space is going to be available. You might have somebody taking over the race course, but that whole thing is happening to the Mumbai University.
तो मैं फिर घर देखने का आऊँ.
आ जाओ.
Ankit, again, you know, this whole K1, K2, K3 is just stuck to my mind, right? And I love the confidence that both of you have shown in that region because of success you have seen. Yeah. But K1 में 20-25 अपार्टमेंट थे, K2 में शायद 40-50 थे, यहाँ पे और ज़्यादा होंगे. Who in your mind are your target buyers?
See, our target audience is anybody who's staying on the Western Belt, right from, I would say, Borivali, Kandivali, Goregaon, all those belt, and coming all the way to BKC to work, right? Where, I mean, BKC में जो लोग काम कर रहे हैं, most of these people are not staying in Walkeshwar or Nepean Sea Road, right? Most people, the larger ones, are staying in all these suburbs of Bombay. So these are our target audience. And what we are looking is that how do we change their life? How do we give them more? Apart from the product, it is, I mean, the location matters, right? Because every day somebody on an average would be spending at least minimum of 3 hours of travel time, 1.5 hour to go and 1.5 hour to come back. Weekly, you are looking at about 15 hours. And then you multiply in the number of weeks. You are saving so much. So that is the target audience that we are looking at, who is smart enough to understand the value of time. वो अपने टाइम की वैल्यू ज़्यादा करता है more than the fact that, you know, obviously the price what we spoke that today Kalina is highly undervalued, but also the time factor is the intangible that I call.
So basically what Ankit is saying is, if I can help you rephrase this, कि मैं 6-6:30 बजे तक काम कर सकता हूँ और 7 बजे before the IPL match starts I can reach home compared to Brady watching the match in the car or in the railway station in the train and पूरी मैच खत्म हो गई.
I'm saying you work till 5:30, go home, spend some time with your kids and then start the IPL.
Okay, this one only Ankit said 5:30 third. I'm telling all Indians to work till 8, but superb. So right. So that whole 1.5 hour of that gruesome traffic,
painful,
highly non-pleasurable drive, is what you're solving again at half the price.
Yes.
क्योंकि बोरीवली से भी कलीना सस्ता है आज.
Yes, absolutely. Borivali, Goregaon.
So you know Bombay, sir. एक second. Now we'll skip the young man for a minute. पूरा ये बॉम्बे का यही फंडा था ना कि जैसे विरार वाले बोरीवली आ गए, पैसा आया तो बोरीवली वाले मलाड आ गए, मलाड वाले अंधेरी आ गए, अंधेरी वाले कलीना आ गए। तो ये तो था कि प्राइस वहाँ सस्ता था। हाँ, जैसे मैं अपग्रेड हो रहा हूँ, मैं आई यूज्ड टू मूव फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ। ये कुछ उल्टा स्टोरी आप बता रहे हो कुछ, ये मतलब बोरीवली महंगा है, कलीना सस्ता है, एंड आई एम स्टिल मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द साउथ। दैट्स अनप्रेसिडेंटेड।
You know, there's a reason for this. People like to stay in the micro market. You want to work and live in the same micro market. So the Borivali guy, he is not. Few of them will be traveling, but Borivali is good because it's the trading community who stays there. He takes the train, goes up north, south, somewhere, and he doesn't want to travel all the way to Nariman Point. Now, you take the same analogy and come down to BKC. If you're staying in BKC, wouldn't you want to stay there only? Why do you want to bloody travel all the way out? Stay close by. So when you buy with us, you not only buy a house, you buy your own time. You will buy your weekends, you'll buy your weekdays. You'll be able to spend more time at home with your loved ones rather than sitting alone in the car and listening to some music.
And non-pleasurable ride. And the AQS better, you live longer. नहीं, but this is something which is very unique. मतलब अभी मैं आपसे बात करते कि मुझे realize हुआ कि बॉम्बे ऐसे मूव हो रहा था कि जब मैं अपग्रेड होऊंगा तो मैं ऐसे, but this is one area, the hidden gem, or earlier called graveyard, now a potential gem, which is just sitting for you to get realized. Can we spend a little time on the history of Kalina? मतलब not that the whole graveyard thing that we discussed, वो छोड़ दो, but roads तो ठीक ठाक ही हैं, कुछ बंगले भी दिखते हैं वहाँ पे। एंड यू ऑल्सो मेंशन अबाउट द यूनिवर्सिटी विच इज ऑलवेज बिन देयर, एयरपोर्ट बाजू में, सो इट्स लो राइज विच वी ऑल एग्रीड, वी ऑल, बट एनी हिस्ट्री, एनीथिंग दैट यू वांट टू शेयर?
I think something interesting about Kalina is that they have, Kalina was actually known because of Sundarnagar layout. That was one of the old layouts of MADA, which was built, I think, around the same time when the Jew scheme was done by MADA. So, that similar kind of...
Jew scheme, JVPD was done by MADA. And you're saying Sundarnagar, Kalina is also...
Yes. So, it was both...
This is headlines.
Layouts. Yeah. So, they both were MADA layouts and, it was built on similar lines. So, even if you see Sundarnagar today in Kalina, has those charm of the, old world bungalow style, which is still there. So, that's, something I think a lot of people don't know about Kalina. And it's very serene. If you walk around, if you take a stroll, it feels very, very different from Mumbai. You don't feel that you are so close to BKC and yet, away from all the
hustle bustle. Sure. Wow.
And also it has military camp, one of the, World War II era military camp and all that. So, it's quite open from that way. You have the Mumbai University, the military camp, then you have these low-rise bungalows and Sundarnagar. So that way it feels really open.
Which you said earlier, you can actually see the sky.
Yeah.
ऐसे रास्ते पे चलिए, ऊपर देखोगे तो sky दिखेगा.
You don't see a lot of high rises.
Oh, possibly.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. Which is why the low density and the...
It's a low density.
K3, what we've been talking about. It's got 3 lungs, in fact, next to each other. Behind us, we have the pharmacy college, which is got a massive 3 or 4 acre ground where nothing is happening. And then you have the Mumbai University. So 3 large playgrounds / open space, which is not going anywhere. These kind of things are very difficult to find in South Mumbai or even further up north. It's just not there. Sadly, the ratio of open space per person is very, very low. This is a few places in Mumbai where it is not high enough, but better than the rest of the city. I will still not call this good enough. I think we need more space. Unfortunately, Mumbai does not afford it, but this is the best amongst the worst. Let's put it that way. So that really works for me. You can, and it's safe. It's pretty safe. You can just walk on the road. There's no nuisance on the road of whatever character you want to call it. Let's not on podcasts name anything, but it is safe to walk on the road, which is important.
Sure, very important. I mean, all my life I bashed Noida for non-safety. which has completely changed the last 10 years. तो Bombay तो is considered the mecca of safety. यहाँ पे तो मतलब right?
Yeah.
तो उस पे तो ये तो मतलब is a great statement to make. Great, wonderful. So now ready for exciting rapid fire round. Sir, आप specially आप 25 साल बाद कैमरा के सामने आए हो. रैपिड फायर का सिर्फ एक ही कंडीशन है. सवाल कैन बी 3 words, आंसर कैन बी 1 word. So you're in a tough seat.
Okay. Do you want clarifications or?
No. So we want
Yes,
as
no.
short as possible.
Black
नहीं,
and
yes, no तो वो चलेगा ही यहाँ.
Black and white.
No ways. We want short answers, punchy answers, and just be yourself. And I'm sure you'll fly.
Okay. I should.
Yep. But the questions will be interesting. मैंने खुद ने पढ़े नहीं है. So who wants to go first? अरे? Yeah.
I'll follow his lead.
He's
you
very
see.
smart.
I always follow his lead.
First, luxury amenities or luxury marketing. What actually sells?
Marketing.
Bigger clubhouse or better construction quality? What do you think the home buyer is actually noticing first?
Unfortunately, the clubhouse.
That's true. Most overrated feature in Mumbai housing today?
Swimming pool.
हाथ में लाइए. Mumbai buyers pay more for location or just for the status?
Status. If it was location, they would have flocked to Kalina.
Open space or extra saleable area? What does a developer secretly prefer?
It's an open thing. Everybody needs more sellable area because that's where your revenue is coming from.
Sure. One thing buyers think is luxury, but actually isn't.
You know, every Sunday you get the Times of India and you have a front page which has got an ad. There's a Gori out there. There's a butler out there.
Yeah.
Are you getting a butler at your house or a Gori? So what are they selling?
Okay. Thank God I'm not watching. Thank God I'm digital now and I'm not watching Times of India on Sunday morning, the physical paper. But great answer. Kalina undervalued or Bandra East overpriced?
Undervalued. Kalina undervalued.
By far.
By far.
We agreed on that.
Yes.
Multiple times.
Yes.
Buy property in Kalina today or wait for a correction?
Buy it today. You should have bought it yesterday.
Yeah, what
You should have
correction?
bought it yesterday.
What correction? There's no scope to go down.
Absolutely.
You
It's
can't get
already
you can't get anything cheaper than this.
What core?
You can't get anything cheaper than this.
Investors or end users? Who's actually driving this market?
I think the end users.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Right? Sure. BKC professionals, are they buying homes or is it just renting from the nearby places?
It's actually a mix of both. The BKC guys who've been staying on rent are finally getting converted into sales.
Oh, wow.
So they are testing the market before they actually put their money. So they've been renting in and around Kalina and then they're finally buying in Kalina.
Oh, wow. This is worth researching actually. Matlab, they've actually enjoyed the experience there.
Yes.
The low density and all those wonderful things we discussed, and then they actually become.
So a lot of our buyers are
buyers.
actually people who've been on rent in Kalina.
And you would know that because
Yes.
you talk to these buyers every
Yes.
day in, day out.
Yeah.
Wow.
So people actually maybe have come from up or south from somewhere. They've just migrated to Mumbai. Once you migrate, you're not going to buy the first house that you see. You want to check that it's safe, everything else that we discussed about. And once you're convinced, then you will put in the 40 years of your life, like I said earlier.
So I agree with that, but sir gets negative marks for interrupting in our rapid fire. Although I still love the chemistry between the two of you. You know, साथ में answer कर रहे हो. I love that though. But I'll still give you minus points. Most overhyped micro market in Mumbai right now.
Worli.
I agree again. Yeah,
Worli.
I like this guy. The last one is the toughest one. Kalina in one word.
Opportunity.
Nice. So that means 4K, 4, 5, 6, 7 on its way.
Yes, hopefully.
Superb. Such
Thanks,
a pleasure. Sir, such a pleasure. मैं सच्ची literally सोच रहा हूँ कहीं से हैम्पर निकाल के किसको दूँ. It's going to be a tough one. But I'm going to still, despite the minus points, I'm going to still give it to you. because of that last, you nailed it.
You like the gories, I think.
But guys, मैंने बहुत podcast किए हैं, आगे भी करूँगा. But this was fun. This was fun because I've always been a Santa Cruz guy on the west side, and east को मैंने बहुत खराब तरीके से देखा, and I've seen a massive transformation. The gentlemen both have been. There's a lot of fun. We had some serious banter as well, but मतलब इतना तो मैं बहुत कम, मतलब I've laughed a lot. So it's you can clearly see that we were having fun, we were having conversation. So please give us feedback. And there's anything which you thought was good, we would love to hear. Anything which you thought was not so good, we would love to hear that as well. Till the next time when we have another location to talk about for you with another set of wonderful clients or wonderful guests. See you and hope to see you very soon. Thank you so much.